trust is a great deal of high-flown talk and virtually no action. In a nation racked by poverty, misery, and unemployment, it is deeds we want from the White House, not words. In short, Mr. President, if you're listening, we've had enough of your fireside chats. It's time to...
Criticism, damn it! Nothing but criticism! I know. It's off!
Did anyone see the Washington Post this morning? My friends, I say again, the only thing we have to fear is fear itself. Every cloud has a silver lining. You're never fully dressed without a smile.
I'm glad to see you, sir.
Thank you, Lewis. Show them in. Ah, Oliver, good of you to have come.
It's good to be here.
Well, who is this we have here?
Mr. President, this is my good friend Annie. She so wanted to meet you that I couldn't resist bringing her along just to say hello.
Annie. Of course, the little girl who sang so beautifully on the radio last night.
Annie, this is President Roosevelt.
How do you do, President Roosevelt?
How do you do, Annie? You're as lovely as you sounded on the radio.
Thank you, President Roosevelt.
Well, shall we begin?
Yes, Annie, if you wait outside, I'll...
No, Oliver. Let Annie stay. Having a child on hand will keep us on our best behavior.
Thank you, Mr. President. Annie?
Now, Harold, I don't want to hear even so much as a gosh out of you.
Gosh.
Oliver, you know everyone. But of course, Annie, let me introduce you. Secretary of Labor, Perkins. Secretary of State, Hall. Acting Secretary of the Treasury, Morgenthau. Secretary of Interior, Ikes. And my friend and aide, Mr. Lewis Howe. Now, Oliver, since you speak for those few happy Americans who have any money left, I'd like to start with your view on matters.
Mr. President, in the words of Calvin Coolidge, the business of this country is business. And for the good of you, the country, Wall Street, and me, we've got to get my factories back open and workers back to work.
According to my latest figures, there are now 50 million Americans out of work, nearly 15 million more with no visible means of support.
Mr. President, if I may say so, unemployment is not our worst problem. The dispatches from Germany are becoming more and more disturbing each day. There could be war.
Germany, hell! People are starving in this country!
Harold, I know that, but in the long run...
Cordell, for people who are starving, there is no long run. The trouble is, it's happening all at once. The stock market has taken another nosedive.
Sit-down strikes, riots, floods, dust storms.
And the FBI still hasn't caught Dillinger.
Well, at least we're agreed on one thing. The situation is hopeless and getting worse.
The sun will come out tomorrow. Bet your bottom dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Quiet, little girl.
Harold! What did you say, Annie? No, that's all right. Go ahead, my dear. It's still a free country.
Just thinking about tomorrow. There's a way the cobwebs and the sorrow till there's none. When I'm stuck with a day that's great, if only I just stick out my chin and grin and say the sun will come out tomorrow, so you gotta hang on till tomorrow. Come what may, tomorrow, I love ya tomorrow. You're always a day away.
Harold Ikes, stand up.
What?
You heard me. Stand up. Now, Harold, sing.
Sing!
Yes, sing. Like Annie. I've just decided that if this administration is going to be anything, it's going to be optimistic about the future of this country. Now sing.
But Franklin!
Sing.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
Louder, Harold.
Dollar that tomorrow there'll be sun.
Perfect.
Just thinking
About tomorrow, there's a way the cobwebs and sorrow
telegram for you, sir.
Thank you, Louis. Excuse me, everyone. Well, this isn't for me. It's for you, Oliver, from your secretary in New York. Hundreds of couples jamming street outside house, all claiming to be Annie's parents, have begun to screen them, suggest you return to New York at once. Signed, Grace Farrell.
Well, it looks as though the Hour of Smiles has more listeners than we thought, huh, Annie?
Gee, hundreds of couples. One of them is bound to be my mother and father.
Well, Oliver, as much as I enjoyed your company, and especially yours, Annie, I suspect you'd better get back to New York immediately.
Yes, Mr. President, if you don't mind, Annie?
Bye, everybody.
Bye, Annie.
Goodbye, Mr. President, and thank you.
No, thank you, Annie. You are the kind of person a president should have around him.
Mr. President, what if we set up 100 or 1,000 federal projects?
Highways,
New post office.
Just put the unemployed to work building them.
we could create 5 million new jobs within 6 months.
And we could make just get millions off relieving back to paying taxes.
We could build a country so strong that nobody, including Chancellor Hitler, could ever hope to beat us in a war.
The FBI caught babyface Nelson. They're bound against Dillinger.
Mr. President,